Hello guys, how are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing good. Welcome back to my channel. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone where you're watching me from. I hope you guys are all doing good. Welcome back to my channel this afternoon. It's been a while. How are you guys doing? Please, if you're joining me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, put on notification bell. Subscribe to the channel, please. I will be happy to see you guys subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, guys. Ooh, 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 mm. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, guys. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Whew. All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I see you, Millie, Nari. Millie Nari. Thank you very much for joining. Please, who else is there? Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe. All right. Thank you for thank you for joining, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Please subscribe to the channel, put on your notification bell, give me a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Please comment where you're watching from. Where are you watching me from, please? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Keep coming now, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Mm, we're having low turnout. What's going on? Yes, I see my weight loss journey, USA. Thank you very much for joining. I see Anthony Sewe from New York City. Thank you very much for joining here. God bless you. Please, who else is there? Who else is there? I see Nikki. Hello, my friend. Thank you very much for joining here. Who else is there? Who else is there? Please, can you hear me clearly? Is my voice coming out very well? If my voice is coming out very well, let me know, please, in the comment section. Is my voice coming out well? Join my weight loss journey. Thank you very much. Is my voice coming out well, please? My voice is coming out well, please let me know. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Abena Shrewa. Abena, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from, please? Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Who is there with me? Come, guys. Come in, guys. Come in. All right. All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me clearly, if my voice is coming out clear, please say, let me know. Say yes in the comment section, please. If my voice is coming out well, please let me know. Please indicate if my voice is coming out well. Can you guys hear me clear? Can you hear me clear? Can you hear me clear? All right. Can you guys hear me clear, please? Please, if you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me clear, let me know, please. All right, all right. Oh, please, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me, please? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say yes, please. Uh, hello, 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 hello. Okay, good. That's good. Sounds good. Sounds good. That's good. That's good. Thank you very much. My weight loss journey. Thank you very much for notifying. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I don't want to be wasting much time anyway, so we just have to start. I have a few things to say. First of all, for those of you that are joining me for the first time here, this channel is not for entertainment, and it is not for the channel is not for what's it called? It's not for entertainment, and it is not for music concert. We talk about politics here and the welfare of Africa. We talk about Africa here, African state of politics. And I use my platform to sensitize our people about the importance of holding leaders accountable when it is needed and when it is important. And as you can see, this is the right time to start holding leaders accountable. I hope somebody is getting me. I hope I'm with you guys. Please, do we have Africans here? If you're an African, please say yes in the comment section. And if you're a lover of Africa, if you're an African friend, if you're a lover of Africa, things about Africa, makes you happy. You love everything about Africa. Please also say yes in the comment section. Please say yes in the comment section, please. Please say yes. Please, where are you watching from? If you're an African, please, which country are you watching from? If I may ask, which country are you watching from? All right. Without wasting time, okay. First of all, let me. All right. Okay. Yankoba Jakite. Thank you very much for joining here. All right. Please, without wasting time, it seems like this thing is playing. No. I'm trying to fix something, but it seems like all right. All right. Please, if you can hear me clear, say yes, please. Let me just start once and for all. If you can hear me clear, please say yes in the comment section. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Please say yes. Help me to say yes in the comment section if you can hear me clearly. I don't want to be wasting much time anyway. Thank you very much. Okay. First of all, thank you very much for joining me on my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you also for for spending time with me here on the live stream. Like I said, the channel is not for entertainment. It's not for entertainment. It's not for music concert. It is for African politics, state of politics. That is why I'm here, and I want to use this opportunity to enlighten our people and sensitize our people about importance of holding leaders accountable. It is very, very important. And besides, what brought me here today is about Senegal, Ousmane Sonko, and Diomaye Faye of Senegal. This is President Diomaye Faye is president of Senegal, and Ousmane Sonko is a prime minister of Senegal. Something happened in 2023. um, there was a kind of a revolution that took place in Senegal in 2023, where Senegalese youth went to the pool and reclaimed their country back from these French colonial masters, and this sparked kind of celebration all around Africa. Everybody was happy. Even few weeks ago, we got the news that finally, Senegal French government have hands off the last military base and handed it over to Senegal leader. And to my greatest surprise, yesterday afternoon, I got the news that Diomaye Faye of Senegal is reuniting back with Emmanuel Macron of France, and they are trying to unify the two countries relationship to come together and have a mutual trade or something like that. I don't have problem with a country trying to meet up with the expectation, or or trying to strike a deal with other countries, but I'm concerned about how, if you looked around the whole country that you will have mutual trade or mutual relationship with, and it happens to be France. I mean, I always tell people that once an enemy is always an enemy. You can't carry France along in the name of you are uniting or unifying, or whatever I would say, you're uniting with France, to have strike a trade deal. I don't find it funny. I don't see it as something that would have happened sooner. You know, I didn't even see Diomaye Faye going to France anytime soon, because what played out after the election, or even before the election, is something that every Senegalese wouldn't even want French government to come close to their country. You know, we know what Osman Sonko went through. We know what he passed through. We know all the things he saw. We know how he went to prison, headed by Emmanuel Macron and Macky Sall, and what played out at the end of the day. Ousmane Sonko wasn't able, to become the president, because according to Senegalese constitution, he wouldn't be in prison and also be contesting for presidency. And at the end of the day, Ousmane Sonko handpicked Diomaye Faye to represent him and stand for the good people of Senegalese youth. And at the point, I see after the swearing in, I watched the whole live broadcast during the swearing in. We get to understand that even Macky Sall wasn't even able to to stay all through the handover. He escaped to France. You know, so and at the point, when Jomafai took over power, he asked French government to hands off every resources that they were, in charge of, or every military base that was in their custody, that they should hands off. And at the end of the day, French government complied and hands off all the military whatever and the capacity whatever they had in Senegal, and the whatever relationship they had was cut. The ties was cut off. So everybody was happy, because that's exactly what is playing out in Burkina Faso today. And we thought that, okay, Diomaye Faye is the another revolutionaries that is coming up right now, that at least can ginger the African youth and motivate the African youth to start holding the leaders accountable. But to my greatest surprise, something happened few weeks ago, about 4 weeks ago, 1 month ago. We got a news that French government have finally, surrendered the last military base in their custody to the Senegal authority, and we were celebrating. Now, suddenly yesterday, we saw it played out that Diomaye Faye is currently in France. And I was asking, what did he want to do in France? And according to what I read, they said he went there to unify, to strengthen the ties between Senegal and France. Now, that sparked a question within me. I keep asking myself questions. I keep asking, how? How is that possible? Okay, just for instance, look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore took over his country from the same French government, and French government president have been in Burkina Faso for a long time. We saw all that happened for the past 60 years after the independence, or 50 years after the independence between Senegal and French government. After the independence, sorry, between Burkina Faso and French government, after the independence, we find out that after that independence for 60 years, there was no good road in Burkina Faso. There was no constant electricity in Burkina Faso. There was no world-class medical facilities in Burkina Faso. There was no good pipe-borne water. There was no basic amenities provided to the people of Burkina Faso. Despite that, Burkina Faso is one of the richest gold, one of the fourth largest gold producing country in Africa. And I keep asking questions. So, what was the French government doing with the resources that they were taken away from Burkina Faso? And it happens that, these people abandoned the people of Burkina Faso, abandoned them in abject poverty, abandoned everything. All the government infrastructure were all depleted. Nothing was fixed. Everything was in disarray until when Ibrahim Traore came on board. When Ibrahim Traore came on board, that's when he started trying to fix things and put things in place and ask French government to leave. And since then, Ibrahim Traore has been standing strong on his word and his decision. He have never slacked for one day. He have never given up for one day. But to my greatest surprise, Diomaye Faye and Usman Sonko is suddenly turning around, reversing the whole thing that they labored and all the what Senegalese labored. They are trying to reverse everything right now at this point in time, because you can't tell me that Usman Sonko waking up, Diomaye Faye waking up to travel to France. It is just a regular, visit or whatsoever that you may call it. It's clearly written, boldly on the marble that the whole thing that was that was taken away from French government is going to be going back to the same French government right now, because French government cannot go where there is no interest. It's obvious. They can't go where there is no interest. You can't see them where there is no interest. They can't put their money where there is no interest. You understand that very well. So for Diomaye Faye to be traveling to, to France in the name of trying to unify the two countries, build the ties, it means that all the things that they have labored for the past few months is becoming in vain. I mean, if you want to abandon something, it's better you just decide to abandon it in totality. There is no reason why you should decide to abandon something like that. At the end of the day, you still go back to that what you abandoned. If you're not sure of cutting the ties, why will you even cut the ties at the initial time? Now you cut the ties and now decide to go back to the same people that you cut the ties with. It's uncalled for. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking out of the box. But to me, sincerely speaking, I'm not pleased with what I saw. I'm not so pleased, sincerely speaking, because it got my attention. It made me feel like it made me feel like it's betray. These people are trying to betray the good people of Senegal, and not just only Senegalese. They're betraying Africans, because we have hope. African youth, we're already having hope that we are reclaiming our countries back. We are already having. That's why. No, that is the reason why. Even if Ibrahim Traore is doing well or he's not doing well, everybody will always cheer him up. Everybody will always clap for him. Everybody will always praise him, because this is what we expected. The same thing happening in Nigeria. We are expecting any day you see a leader in Nigeria today come up today to cut ties with the Britain. You will see that the youth and Nigerian youth will be cheering the person up, even if the person is not working, even if the person is not providing basic amenities. But we just want that step, that bold step that will cut the ties with the former colonial masters. We call them former colonial masters because they already declared, that we have freedom. But since we still don't have our freedom yet. Because before our leaders will make a decision, they will definitely have to go and visit them and take permission from them before they will before they will make any decision. So where is the freedom that we're talking about? There's nothing like freedom. If we have our freedom, Africa as a continent, if we have our freedom, we should be able to have our own missile sites to defend our sovereignty. We don't have our freedom yet. We do not. And I see people talking about Ethiopia. Ethiopia have never been colonized before. Ethiopia have never been colonized before, but Ethiopia is feeling the heat of colonialism. They're still getting the impact of colonialism because they can't make decisions on their own. They can't. So we have been, I mean, we are still under that colonialism. We are still being colonized. We are still being colonized. That is why Ibrahim Traore is trying to change that narrative, change that mindset, wake Africans up, making African youth, wake African youth up, making us to understand that we can do it. We can do it. We can achieve whatever we have in mind for our continent without the help of the West. That is what Ibrahim Traore is trying to put out there for every African youth to put at the back of their mind that we can achieve it. And truly we can achieve it. We can achieve it. You can imagine a continent that has everything. A continent that has everything. Africa, we are so blessed. Africa is the richest continent that you can think of on earth. Yet, you can be walking on the street and you see an African child begging for food. You can be walking on the street and you see an actual African child that drop out of school. You can be walking on the street and you see a pregnant woman begging you for money for food. It is not supposed to be. And when you talk, the leaders will tell you, "I go and work. You have to work. Work. Where is the job?" First of all, in Africa, if you're an African and you want to succeed in Africa, the first thing you do is to create job for yourself. We provide everything for ourselves in Africa. We provide job for ourselves. We are super hardworking people. We provide job for ourselves. We provide basic amenities for ourselves. If you have a house, you provide generator that will be powering your house to generate electricity for you. You have to sink borehole, which this is the responsibility of the government to provide basic amenities. What are the basic amenities? Basic amenities comprises with electricity, good pipe-borne water, good access road, good medical facilities, quality education. These are basic amenities that are, common things they can provide. Meanwhile, we have natural resources that should be generating a lot of money for us. And I have a question. All this money that our natural resources are generating, where is the money going into? It's a very simple question. Just like, for instance, a country like Nigeria, Nigeria has everything. In fact, Nigeria has human capacity. Nigeria has natural resources. Nigeria is blessed in all ramification. Nigeria is super blessed in land mass, fertile land. Nigeria is blessed. Where is our resources going into? The money that they are making from the resources, where is it going into? It's going into few individuals' pockets. That is why if you're a politician in Nigeria today, you are a multi-billionaire. You are super extremely wealthy. Most of the most expensive schools in America today, most expensive schools in UK, in Britain today are being attended by Nigerian politician children. They send their children to go and have quality education, and they will abandon the educational system in Africa to destroy. Have you gone to secondary schools? I mean, the other day I went to Nigeria last year, and I went to my secondary school where I schooled in 2000. I came out of secondary school 2003. I went to my school, my former school. When I went to my school, I found that the whole building, the roof are all the rooftops are all spoiled. Some of the buildings have collapsed, and this is a government school, and it's the responsibility of the government to fix the school and make sure that the school is in good shape. Employ better and upper hands to teach the children. Equip the school enough, both computers and everything. But they abandoned the school to even there's not even chairs in the school. This got my attention. I say, This is what we have been preaching. This is what we have been shouting and clamoring for. It seems like we are talking too much, but you will not get to understand what I'm talking about until when you know and when you see, you feel. Nigeria have never happened to you before. Africa have never happened to you before. Have you lost your loved one before? If you have mistakenly lost your loved one before, you will get to understand and agree with me that Nigeria is doomed. Nigeria is doomed. We are in a hot soup. I'm not going to lie to you. We have a serious problem. We have a serious problem in Africa. And that is why this time around we will have to speak up. This is the right time to speak up. It's not just only sitting on the fence watching them, looting our destiny, the destiny of our children, our unborn children, looting their destiny away, enriching themselves, using the money to live flamboyant life. This is the right time for us to start holding them accountable. Africa, we have everything, everything. There shouldn't be any reason why we should be, we see African child going to bed with empty stomach. There's no tangible reason. There shouldn't be any reason why you see an African child out of school because of school fees. This is one of the reasons why most of the time when I start praising Gaddafi, people will start saying, Gaddafi was one of the best presidents in the world. Muammar Gaddafi of Libya was one of the best presidents in the world. Nobody can deny that fact. Gaddafi did a lot for the people of Libya. But this world is somehow, no matter how you please people, no matter how you do, you can't do enough. Gaddafi made the life of Libyans so comfortable that no Libyan, you cannot see any Libyan as of then, you cannot see any Libyan outside Libya looking for greener pasture. That is how comfortable Gaddafi made their lives. Gaddafi was one of the presidents, one of the African leaders that came up and said, no, we need one African continent. Just exactly like what Julius Malema was preaching in Nigeria day before yesterday when he went for legal year in Nigeria, something like that. Julius Malema of South Africa, he said the same thing Gaddafi had been pushing for, the same thing I've been preaching here, the same thing Julius Malema is saying. We need one African continent where a Nigerian can easily travel to South Africa for free without visa. We need one African continent where we can travel, there is no border. Because first of all, you get to agree with me that these artificial borders we see today around our African countries was implanted by the so-called colonial masters. This was not how Africa. We had freedom of movement in Africa from the early centuries. There was freedom of movement within Africa by Africans. But when these colonial masters came, they colonized us and started, implanting artificial borders. Do you know the meaning of these artificial borders? These artificial borders was to divide us, separate us, and put division in between us so that we will not be able to unite ourselves. And this mentality is still growing in us till today in 21st century. And we fail to understand, our leaders fail to understand that these borders we are not supposed to be. These borders we are putting there to divide and discriminate, to divide and for us to hate ourselves. That is why me as a Nigerian passport holder, I will find it very difficult to use my Nigerian passport to travel from Nigeria to Cotonou, to Benin Republic. I will find it difficult for me to use my Nigerian passport to travel from Nigeria to Mali. Now you can agree with me. I said it time with that number on my live stream here. Sometimes if you're a Nigerian passport holder and you are coming from Burkina Faso down to Mali, when you get to Mali border in, you'll be charged 10,000 CFA. 10,000 CFA before you can be able to get a stamp to enter Mali. That's with Nigerian passport. That is insane, incredible. That is pure wickedness. But every other African country pays MIFRA. That's 1,000 CFA, 1,000 CFA. But with Nigerian passport, you will have to pay 10,000 CFA before you can be able to access the border. The same thing applicable. The same thing, but Mali out. When you are coming out of Mali, you will still have to pay another 10,000 CFA. before you can be able to cross the border out. When you enter Senegal as a Nigerian passport holder, you will have to pay 5,000 CEF. That is how wicked this thing has become. And when Gaddafi come up and say, we need one borderless Africa, this thing can boost African economy. And they understand that fact that when the border is being dissolved, just for instance, you can imagine a Spanish traveling to Italy. A Spanish can easily drive from Spain to Italy without interruption until he gets to Italy. There's no checking point. There's no thing like, where is your passport? Where is your this and that? Where is your passavan? In Africa, in West Africa, there's what we call passavan. If you are driving cross country, you have to take that passavan at the border before you can enter another country. There's nothing like that in Europe. They have free movement. Just like from Portugal to Spain, they have common boundary. You can easily walk from Spain to Portugal. You can easily walk from Portugal to Spain without interruption. Nobody asks you, where is your passport? Where are you going to? Nobody. It's a free movement. And this is one of the things that have been boosting European economy. This is what we need in Africa. We need a borderless Africa where Africans can travel, have a free movement, travel around Africa, do business, and build economy, and unite ourselves together as one, love ourselves as one. This is what we want in Africa, and that is what Gaddafi was pushing for. And they get to understand that Gaddafi has started pushing for this. They come for Gaddafi and label him a dictator, label him a tyrant, and started looking for a way to invade Libya. And when they finally succeeded in invading Libya, and the reason why this AFRICOM was established in Africa was mostly because of Gaddafi. AFRICOM was established by Barack Obama. It was established in 2007. I think 2007. I think it was established by Barack Obama or by George Bush. Either the two. AFRICOM was established because of Gaddafi. They wanted to use AFRICOM to invade Libya and assassinate Gaddafi. That is the same pattern they wanted to use on Ibrahim Traore. And the reason why this pattern failed on them was because that this time is not like Gaddafi's time. This time around, there is social media. We are in social media age, and we are in digital age, right? Where we have social media, where we used to debunk lies from the Western authorities. Because when they want to invade, they will first of all put out a propaganda out there through the media houses in Africa, because you already know that the media houses in Africa has been compromised. They can't tell you the truth. So they will only tell you what their paymasters want them to tell you. So they will just come up and tell you Gaddafi did this, Gaddafi did that, and you will believe. Sincerely, you will believe, because there's no way you can be able to know the truth. There's no social media. You don't have access to radio. You only listen to the radio and watch TV. Even if you are going to radio station to to lend a voice, they will first of all sit you in a corner and ask you, what do you want to talk? What do you want to talk? You have to tell them exactly what you want to say. And then they will tell you the things you will not say and things you will say. That is how freedom of speech was being controlled as of then. But now we are in 21st century, where we have freedom of speech, we have social media platforms, we lend our voices, we protest on the truth to social media. That is why they failed in invading Burkina Faso. If not for social media, I'm telling you for free, by now there'll be nothing like Ibrahim Traore by now. So I still want to give kudos to our people in Jamaica, because our Caribbean brothers and sisters were lending their voice so hard, to the extent that the heat, Michael Langley could not stand the heat. He had to step down. The heat was too much on social media. Not just only social media, people were protesting on the street. We cannot allow this to happen. Ibrahim Traore is a leader. Ibrahim Traore is a hero. That is what made Ibrahim Traore still be there today. If not, they would have invaded Burkina Faso just exactly the way they invaded Libya. They would have invaded Burkina Faso before now. Now they got the opportunity, say their lies and propaganda. People believed. Me personally, I was young by then. I thought that was 15 years ago. Even before 15 years ago, I've been hearing Gaddafi is this, Gaddafi is that. As a young boy, what do I know? I don't know anything. Whatever they tell us is what we believe. So I grew up. I was seeing Gaddafi as a tyrant. I was seeing Gaddafi as a dictator. At a point, they invaded Libya, and eliminated Gaddafi. When they eliminated Gaddafi till today, since 2011 till today, Libya have never gotten in government. There's no government in Libya. Libya is a free zone where everybody do anything that they want to do. There is no government in Libya till now, as we speak. For 15 years, Libya have been abandoned in a very sorry state. Libyans are scattered everywhere. Libyans during Gaddafi time, you can never see Libyans anywhere looking for greener pasture. Never. It's not possible. Where will you see Libyans? But now Libyans are everywhere looking for greener pasture. That is the kind of damage they've caused us. That is the kind of wickedness that they have meted on us. And we are talking, we are raising our voice, lending our voice, sensitizing our people, making our people to understand that this is the state of politics in Africa. Kudos to people, kudos to whoever that invented, social media. I'm very, very happy. Mark Zuckerberg and all the rest. Without social media, I'm telling you, we are doomed. I'm telling you the gospel truth. They don't want to use ear to hear anybody that thinks, any African leader that thinks good for their people. They don't want to hear. Or they just want to see Africa keep going down. They don't want to see Africa sink. That is why somebody like Bill Gates will come up one day and tell you that he's bringing, a GMO whatsoever to Africa. Why not send that thing to America or other countries? You're bringing it down to Africa to reduce African population. That is pure wickedness. You would think that they are coming to give you aid. This is not aid. They're not coming to help you. They're coming to rip you off. These people they don't like us. The way they treat Africans in Europe is an indication that they never liked us. Forget about all those, they're bringing, listen, Africa is not a dumping site where they go and bring their second-hand cloth and their shoes, second-hand things, and bring to Africa and they call it aid. Things I know pretty well that those things are trash bin in their country. They will package it and put it in container and bring down to Africa and call it support. What kind of support is that? We have horrible leaders. That is why I give kudos to Obasanjo, our former president, Nigerian former president. Obasanjo banned everything, anything secondhand. He banned it not to enter Nigeria. Nigeria is not a dumping site. If truly this people loves you, if truly they love you, you will see it in their attitude in Europe and America. Have you met white supremacists before? Have you met white racists before? If you've met them before, you will regret why you are. In fact, you'll be asking God, why did you create me to be a black man? The way they would treat you, the way they would mesmerize you, the way they would treat you, you'll be ashamed of yourself. So where is the love that they're talking about? You can only give help to someone that you love. If you truly want to give me help, stop taking the help to the government, the people they put your puppets, the people that you control. You say you gave them to give to us. If you want to do something they know very well what we need in Africa. They know the primary things that we need in Africa. We need electricity. We need good pipe-borne water. We need quality education. We need, good medical facilities. Come down here and build it by yourself. Stop giving our government, your puppets, stop giving them the aid that you say that you are giving to us, because we are not seeing them. It's just like Nigeria. A country like Nigeria is one of the richest country on earth. Nigeria is one of the richest country on earth. Yet, there are so much poor people. Yeah, as it. Okay, 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 okay. What minutes? Let me. Sorry, guys, I had to do something. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys, I had to do something. I'm sorry. So, that is it. That is it. I'm very, very, very happy to see you guys. I'll be rounding up. I'll be rounding up now. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Please, if you're joining me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel here. Put on your notification bell and do me a favor by you know sharing the live stream, please. So, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys. You see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. I'll see you guys. You see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.